Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! By me, but at least Richard is gonna make cake, and hopefully it's gonna be delicious cake, and I get to see it, and we all get to see it, and it gets shared with us. So to begin the stream, Empirical Woodland has redeemed nothing, and by crikey, do I have exactly nothing for you. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival on the Wii U. With no volume. Did you also buy Amiibos so that you could play the game that you just bought? What's that, you didn't? You should. That's a lie. I have too many of these. Hello, Isabel. Doesn't even matter for what we're going to be doing today. Let me tell you. So, this is Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. It's actually got quite a few elements borrowed from New Leaf? The one that was on the 3DS that later became Welcome Amiibo. And it also stealth pitches a few ideas for New Horizons, which we'll be seeing as we play through it. What are we here to play? Is it this one? Because this is the main attraction, the board game. It lasts 45 minutes to an hour and a half and is incredibly dry. It's very little content in this game. I couldn't do it as reading practice with Tiny Child because she got bored and wandered off and started doing flips. So, cool. But it also has a series of mini games. So, like, it's got Snake, like, from Tortimer's Island. And we got Whack-A-Mole. I think this one, yeah, Trivia Time, which is surprisingly difficult. But what we're here to do is this one. We're here to play Desert Island Escape, in which a team of 3 characters have to explore an island and build parts, find parts of a raft to build it and escape. This is where you'll notice a lot of, hey, that's a stealth pitch for New Horizons. So that's what we're going to play. We're going to go for level 1 beginner, stage 1. Right. There is a new channel point redeem, where you can ask for a villager to join the team, if I have the amiibo card, and it is supported by this game. But to begin with, we're going to go with the characters that came in the box. So we have Goldie. Yes, I know Goldie is already in the team. Thank you, game. And Rosie. And Stitches. What an adorable little pet. You're not causing chaos in Zarkrai's stream. Well, good. Zarkrai is good friend, and we're not goblins in my community. Thank you very much. We're fine. So, before we begin, a quick little rundown of the characters. These are stats related to the board game / other mini games. So if you call Goldie in the board game, there's a higher chance that you'll roll a 2 on the dice, if that's what you need. There are trump cards for things like which dice number is bigger, which birth month comes first, who wins in rock, paper, and scissors. There's also just a straight up rock, paper, scissors game. This is each character's special skill. Each character has, I think it's related to what animal they are. How many tiles can they move? How many items of food do they eat at the end of a day? How far can they see? And what is their favorite fruit? This will come into play as we explore the islands. Would you like to add Bob to the team now? Because I will add Bob to the team right now. I'm dead certain I have Bob. Or are we going to put Bob in the next run? It's up to you, Empirical Woodland, because we didn't start yet. And while we wait, Bob can join the next one. All right. And while we wait, feel like I might have shot myself in the foot with this one, because just yesterday, Rixtras and Therese were both saying, "Man, I can't wait to play Overwatch with you tomorrow, Kaz. Gonna join the stream. We're gonna be chaotic." I'm like, I'm not playing that today. I'm mixing it up. Right, there's a little bit going on the Wii U tablet, which you can't see, because I can't stream that. What a good console. Basically, it's just a clipboard with everyone's details on it, and a map that doesn't work. So, I can move 3 tiles, and I'm going to move to this tile, because you have to. Now, Goldie's skill is Sniff It Out, because Goldie's a dog, clearly. If I go there, I will pick up a stick, and that will be added to my inventory for crafting and various other bits and pieces. This one will get me a rock. That one, I believe, is a beehive, because Sniff 'em Out only identifies good items, not bad ones. We got a rock! I got a rock. Now, because Rosie is a cat, she can spot fish from quite a ways away, and will automatically move towards adjacent fish tiles. That's free movement. You can just do that. You also don't need a fishing rod to try and catch fish with a cat. But 50-50 chance of failure. Case in point, we just charged in and scared them all away. Oh, nice! Now I have enough stuff to make something, I'm pretty sure. Right. Oh, actually, what you can do... I think that's a pitfall. Because Patches is a bear cub, he will automatically identify honey and move towards it. Let's go to this one. So, after all of our characters have moved, we get to put a tent somewhere. This is where our characters will begin on the next turn. So, we can go to any explored tile. I can put it here, for example. That's a very bad idea, because then our characters can only move, like, here, and we just waste the turn. I don't believe I can put it there. Can I put it in the middle of the... Sure, let's just build a tent in the middle of an observation deck. Let's go. What should we do? Let's make a tool. So with this, I have the option of making... Oh, 2 things, actually. One of those. We can make a shovel. That's a stick and a stone. And we can also make... let's make one of those. A slingshot. This will give us an easier time against any enemies that we find. Maybe. And with that, let's eat and sleep. So you can see this is where some of the New Horizons stuff came from. The idea that you have to pick up specifically sticks and stones. I wonder if that nifty little rock sprite is familiar to anyone. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Let's get one of these. This is a log. This is one of the 4 things we need to build the raft. 3 logs and 1 sail. This tree is full of delicious pears. Let's get some fruit. This is where a villager's favorite fruit comes in handy. If we have a villager whose favorite fruit was a pear, the lowest you can get is, I think, 4. Like, you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least double. So, that's not a bad idea. I can reach that. Let's go over there. I miss perfect fruit. There was a rumor that it was going to be in New Horizons. It's in there, you just have to find it. Don't worry. Fish! Don't worry, they'll patch you in. 3-year roadmap, it's coming. Don't even worry about it. You know what's bad? That's 3 horse mackerel. You can make aji fry with that when they finally added the cooking update. That was a good update. Huh? Looks like there's something buried here. I'll try digging with this shovel. And we disarm the pitfall. I didn't know you could pick those up. I've played this game to completion, and I didn't know you could pick those up. Here we go. So just like Rosie will automatically move towards fish and try to catch them, bear cubs will automatically run towards honey and try to catch it. There's pros and cons to doing that, because you can return to beehives if you like walk away. But not if you like go at it with a bear. Is that where I want to go? Yeah, let's go here. So because we don't have enough items to like craft anything, we just have a piece of string you can see on the floor there. Let's eat and sleep and move on. Eating stuff is also a mechanic from New Horizons. Definitely important. You need to eat stuff in that game. Oh, amazing. I'm glad I made this shovel. Normally, when you come across a pitfall seed, you have to do a spinner to try and bypass it. And the odds of you succeeding really depend on what character you're using, actually. I'm gonna say that's gonna be a piece, because look at it, it's bloody Stonehenge. And probably that one, because that's something like we haven't investigated. We will have to do such a thing. So, here's the weird thing. Animal Crossing, you don't have to eat. Like ever. They introduced this whole separate mechanic where you can cook these elaborate dishes with the exotic ingredients. Wow. But, like, you don't need to. Oh, it's a centipede! What should I do? So, Patches is a bear cub, doesn't have a great deal of combat skill. So, this wheel is generally not slanted in his favor. However, because we have the slingshot, we're almost guaranteed a victory. We're almost guaranteed a victory. Oh, goodness. If that didn't work. Ah, well there you go. We got a log. Looks like we can make a raft. What a great raft. Time to escape this crazy island. And that's what you do in Animal Crossing Desert Island Escape. You explore these little maps, you find food, fight bugs, collect. I didn't change my name on the Mii. Enjoy that. Weird to see a name and be like, that's wrong. That's a good number. Not my best. Okay, cool. Although I do like the 90s cup vibes that I'm getting from the little tile there. Let's move on. Best view. What if I don't want the best viewers? What if I want the worst viewers? I was going to say your name aloud, but I do not feel there is a correct way to say that name aloud. Oh boy. What if I want absolute trash fire goblins? And like, that's what my team is! It's like loading up a second-hand Game Boy game, finding someone else's save is still there. Right? How bizarre. Anyways, Empirical Woodland redeemed Bob as a character. So, let's get you set up. Let's go... Do you know what we'll do? We'll go for Bob. And because nobody else has requested anything, let's go for the next two characters in the file, yeah? I got a big-ass folder of amiibo cards because Mum really enjoyed buying me these at a point because they're, like, grossly overinflated, like 4 times as expensive in England as elsewhere in the world. But, you know, cheap little stocking filler, and she'd buy those for me. Rasha, the card that I have, is Japanese. His name is Gureo. Anyway, let's go. I went to one of the stores in Japan, and I was going to buy some amiibo cards, because they had them. And they've got that style where you put the box on the desk, and then they fetch the actual product from the back. And the lady asked, Itsu, how many? My big dumb brain heard the word Mitsu, 3 of them, and I went, yes. And she just sort of looked at me a bit, and I went, my English, not good. How many want? And I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, thanks, Bob. With the button prompt behind my ping tuber, it looks like I have Anya's little hair thingies. I thought they were like little hair clips. What do you do? Right, Rasha is a pig. Gimme gimme. Might snack on some food collected instead of stashing it for the group. Very resilient though. A fair trade. The hell it is! Ah, screw it, let's go. We'll inch our way up the island. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. We're going on a desert island ooting. There, that one. Let's stay here. Let's make a tool. We can only make a fishing rod. Let's make a fishing rod. Yeah, I thought they were like, hair clips. Like, little flowery, like when you see, cat ears on headphones. Except hair clips. I don't currently have any villagers who particularly enjoy coconuts, so cool, whatever. Let's just go collect those. Also, something you'll notice when we get back to that screen, the amount of food we need per day has changed. Nice. This is because Rasha requires 4 food thingies per day, and everyone else, nope, Rasha requires 3, and everyone else requires 2. It's a snake! What should I do? So, this is more like what you're gonna see in the combat in this game, because it's a snake. And Bob's just a goofy little guy. What do you think he is gonna do? We're going to leave. Much better chance in running away than sticking around and fighting. That snake won't move. We just know to avoid that tile in the future. Or potentially just send Rasha after it, because if he's a strong character like the write-up says he is, that'd be fine. You can get a vague idea of what is in each location. So, for example, this tree, probably a pitfall. These flowers, probably either like an item or a pitfall. I don't know. That's a log. I'm glad I went there. We need that. Should have sent Sherry. Her favorite food is not cherries. It's apples. I got some food. Our food supplies increased by 7 rations. Oh, I have to eat 3. Shaking my head. I'm gonna go here. Because what Bob is gonna do is immediately go fishing in the morning. Good shout. So I appreciate this game may not be for everyone. It is genuinely the standout highlight in this game. Like, the board game, whatever. It does a lot of cool Animal Crossing things. Like, everybody's board is different, and it grows the more you play it. Just like Animal Crossing, you guys. But it's still not the best. This is the best part of this game. And this was hidden away in Animal Crossing Welcome Amiibo. I genuinely forget what it was called. New Leaf? New Leaf, because the first one I had was Wild World. That's right. Anyways, that's 4 free food pieces, and I didn't even move yet. And I'm not going to move. Thanks, game. I don't believe I can rescue Bob. Nope. He's just in a hole. Deal with it. But yeah, this was hidden away in Welcome Amiibo. You had to win a Wii U item on like the in-game lottery, and then put it in your house, and then interact with it, which you generally had no reason to do. How is it you have as much chance of beating this thing as Bob? I don't care, you won. But yeah, if you did that and you interacted with that Wii U item, you would get this. I think there's 24 maps in total? Either 24 or 30 maps, and you just get them for free. Can I make anything? Oh, I can. I can make a slingshot. Better chance of fighting away enemies with that. They also had a pretty cool Tetris attack. If you got the 3DS item in the lottery and put that in your house and played with it, you just play Tetris attack, which was also pretty fun. Not as fun as this. And I think... Ooh, nice. And I think they should have... they should make this a standalone thing. Like, genuinely, if they just ported the game as it is, I'd be happy to buy it on the eShop for, I don't know. Bob, you dog. For, you know, 10, 15 pounds, whatever, I'd buy it. Hand it off to R&D 2. The B team can make it. Speaking of the B team, I bet that tree has got bees in it. There's gonna be something here. There's gonna be something here that I need to fight my way past. Because I made a slingshot! And that's why! And that's why the game gave you medicine right at the start of this level. Because I'll grant you, that's gonna be a ship piece. And you have to go through a fight in order to get there. I think it's going to be this one next to the snake. Do you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Purple Pac-Man, you give me that right at the end of my turn. I don't care. I win. So if I put you here... I'm pretty sure I can make a net. I can. I have no reason to do this. Because I don't think there's any more bees on this island. But, there you go. I sure did make that tool. Right, can I? I can. Let's get an extra tile. Ah, there we go. It was either that one or the one next to the snake, I thought. And... good job, everybody. We can make a raft. I mentioned when I played Bob's Awakening. Bob's Awakening. Empirical Woodland played Bob's Awakening. I played Lonk's Awakening. Where I appreciate that the game has, like, essentially no stakes. That's what this is. Like, oh no, you've got the countdown. Get off the island in time. If you don't, you guys just sit on the beach and faint, and then, I don't know, Gulliver picks them up or something. Probably Isabelle picks them up, because she does bloody everything. Hey! Empirical Woodland, look at that. Your team placed first. Above the default team, and then two random teams that I don't know what they're doing there. Probably because I was showing this off. This was the second game I ever streamed, by the way. My first stream was a tour of my Animal Crossing town, and then this, because I'm familiar with it, and I can talk at length about how great it is. Rextris' game is vegetarian. No, it's not. You eat fish. I forget what I'm supposed to do with those. I mean, I know what I do with those tokens top left. You redeem them for things in the island and things in your house and your this bit, the board game. You build stuff and move pathways around with these tokens top left. You'll notice there's nothing to do with them. That's why it's fully maxed out. Also, tell you something kind of cute. It's the boy! Because we just used him in the game, he shows up in the plaza now, and he just sort of hangs out, eating ice cream, apparently. Isn't that cute? It's not all the characters that you have, it's like the buffer of the past like 15, 20 that you've used. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Do we have any requests for who shows up next? Otherwise, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop at some point in the folder and draw the random 3 cards that I see, which... oh boy. By the way, that top team right there, that's my team that took me through the game when I was playing this on 3DS. that team is busted. Particularly when you get to the harder levels. I'll bet you if I've completed all these levels, and I have. Yeah, same basic team. Elephant, bear cub, cat. How's that? Well, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to keep it moving. And I'm just gonna go to the next row in my folder, which is not that one. You have to play the game before you are allowed to select your characters. Wild, I know. So we have Zimbabwe. It's Sheldon and Blue Bear and Jitters, who shares my birthday. I noticed just looking at the card. 2nd of February. Look at that. How about the power of flight? Does that do anything for you? I only vaguely remember how that works, and I don't know what Sheldon does. So let's find out. Sheldon, chef du jour, chooses either to explore or cook at the start of each new day. Oh! So if I choose to cook, I think I can just generate rations. That's pretty cool. Or it will let me multiply food items to make rations. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Jitters has the power of flight, able to fly freely on magnificent wings, even over mountains. But precision suffers a bit, so no landing on adjacent spaces. Oh! Oh, essentially he's a knight from chess. He just moves how he wants to move. Let's go here. Get a good look at the island. And let's sleep up the tower again. Why not? What else I would do if I were to ask Nintendo to release this game, seriously, Nintendo, release this on Switch, I'd buy it. I would maybe include soundtrack options, even if it is just turn the soundtrack off. Let's cook! Nice survival skills. You cooked up this many servings. Yeah, I just generate rations. Alright, that's really cool. This is a really awkward team. Man, persimmons. Remember when they were in Animal Crossing? Remember when there were like, what, 8, 9 kinds of fruit? And not just 5? I kind of see people's point when they complain about New Horizons stripping down a lot of content. Now, here's a thought. I'm going over here. Yeah, I can just set up my tent over there because somebody has been there. Okay. So I need to plan this strategically, because if I set up here, Jitters can't really do much. Let's find out. I don't think I would want to eat the disc in Purple Woodland. I know that they're round and delicious, like donuts, but they're not donuts. What are you talking about? That's a really bad idea. Got a joke for you, chat. Got a joke for you, chat. You ready? Right. Mangoes in a pub, right? Used to be crisps and peanuts, but now it's just mangoes. My dad loves that joke. And essentially, at any time he starts a joke format, it's kind of up in the air as to whether he's actually going to tell you a joke, or whether he's just going to go, mangoes in a pub. There you go. Bloody everywhere. So, if in my next turn I have Sheldon cook. Alright, Jitters, you've proven yourself very useful. Just get 2 of those in the one day. That's fine. Where are we gonna park? Let's go back to the start. We got 5 days of exploration left, and we can just catch this little area down here. So this is going to be one of those instances where you're going to want to pay attention to team synergy. Because I feel like if Sheldon has the ability to not move, you're going to want people who can move a lot. Potentially islanders who get like free movement. Ah, dang it. Sometimes the game is quite nice and goes, you failed, psych, you actually win. And the joy I feel when this happens. So yeah, it seems like you're going to want a character with lots of movement abilities if you're going to have a character who's not going to move at all. Similar sort of thing with if you have a character who... let's make one of those. Yeah, I can only make one thing. Let's make one of those. Like, it wouldn't make sense to have a character who can fly over mountains if you have a character who can, for example, ignore mountains. Do such characters exist? Why is Margie in every single one of my hard mode winning teams? We'll get to that. Cool. Blue Bear is immediately going to go over there and try to grab some honey. hopefully we can get something from this instead of just smashing the damn thing. Nice. So we have at least one more day's food after this turn to, I mean, there's not many tiles left, so we just have to find a log somewhere. Probably over here. I just saw a fish, but I don't have a fishing rod. Jitters, that is objectively untrue. Why are you walking? You can fly. Well, how about I just fly out of that hole? Does that do anything for you? It sure does. Right, so what have I got? Maximum movement 4. I have not been up that tower. Alright. This way. I think I've just seen where the last item is. I've seen where I suspect the last item to be. But, yeah. Because, like, you see these flowers up there? Here? I bet it's gonna be there. Why did I put... You don't live down there. I live down here. What are you doing down there? What's the plan for today? We can search. Cass, did you position yourself too far away from the item? Maya, done. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Tell you what else they took out of New Horizons. House centipedes. Good. You hit a rock and it just explodes into legs and scuttles away like it's from stuff? Get out of here. I hate that. Right. We're gonna put you there. Because on our next turn, we can get both of the remaining tools, or tiles I should say. We're gonna make a net, so that if there's any bees, we can make more food. Although we shouldn't need it, because I'm pretty sure that's our last. Tomorrow is the final day, so good luck. Yeah, see, look at that. We don't even need food. Hang on. I have just the thing. Wait a minute, everybody. Wait a second. I got just the thing. I'm gonna go. I wish I had thought about this before I came to it. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Anyway, it's the last day. Let's just go like that. This joke is a lot less funny now that this is not the thing that I want for it to be. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I can get where I need to go from here. And, it's fine. See, we're going to shuffle Blue Bear up this way. And Oh, thank God for that. I thought that's what it was, but I could not say for sure. It's not going to be a good score today. I'm playing with two skills I've never used before, so I don't care. Essentially. We did it. That's the important part. I want to say these random teams that I'm seeing, these are exactly me just picking rows out of my amiibo folder, and then that's what it is. Cake is in the oven, batter ball is lit clean done. I wish I could have been there for that part. What kind of cake are we having? I hope it's something nice. I mean, all cakes are nice, pretty much. So... Games is... You get 50 for that. That was not a good performance. Try again. What was that? Number 3? That was number 3. Here's number 4. And, oh goodness. Alright. Beginner map 4. Alright. Our team today, or at least for this map, if my card will read, there you go, Gigi, Swimmer, Winnie, going the distance, and Nox, sniff him out. Hey, wait a second, that's 15 tiles per turn? Yes, please. Let's go. Chocolate mint. Didn't find any other flavor we wanted. Did get some pre-made chocolate fudge icing. That's fair. I would still like mint cake. Just I demand your cake. Loves being in the water. Isn't great on land. Only good in shallow waters, though. Winnie's power is going the distance. Can move many spaces in one day. Handy for exploring new areas. Pays no attention to surroundings. Only looking at feet while moving. Verxtrus, you know it. Thank you, game. One of the songs on the work radio is that one I Made You Look song, in which the singer announces she has 14-carat cake, which always puts me in mind of your bit from The Simpsons where he goes, "Look closer, Lenny." That's what that reminds me of. Let's get a rock. Because I'm going to go here. Oh, do you know what? I'll bet you Gigi can only move 6 tiles if she's in the water. I'll bet you she only gets 3 on land. Yeah, it looks like she only gets 3 on land. It's like... Well, now she doesn't get any. Darling, please. Oh, that's fine. She can jump, 'cause she's a frog. So she got out of the pit. Whoa, it's a beehive. If I get those bees away from the hive, I could snag some honey. But let's not. Now, Winnie's favorite food is bananas. So like 4, 5, and 7, that's a way better item spread than whatever we had without. We almost have enough for another day's worth of food. Oh, this skill is weird. It only half removes the fog of war? That's crazy! What are peaches doing in that bush? I don't know. Do I have anyone who likes peaches? I don't. Gigi enjoys lychee, from the look of it, which... someone has to. That someone is my dad. My dad really enjoys lychee, and I don't know why, because I've had lychee. Straight up battery acid. I don't like it. Since we're talking about cooking, I made choc chip cookies today. I just randomly realized that I had some of those. That seems like a really bizarre thing to be able to do, because I definitely can't put a tent up there. So what's that about? Didn't want to go there. That's fine. Well, golly gee, Empirical Woodlands. Dang, now I feel bad. Like, actually, ooh. I forgot what I got these chocolate chips for. Yeah, I forgot what I got these chocolate chips for, just that I have them. And, I was gonna put them in something, and then I didn't. And then I found them again today, and I thought, I was gonna put them in cookies. Cookies are nice and easy to do. That's what I did. Oh, God, it's one of these maps. Alright. A little worried I was going to lose that one. I imagine most of the items on this island are going to be the southern part. Maybe up here somewheres. But that's a good start. It's fair that you get it that they're not to everybody's taste. My dad will just sit and eat them. Just straight, not like lychee flavored sweets or anything like that. He'll just eat them. Which is fair. And also, for a moment of horrible realization, was a point I bought some tomatoes for making pizza, and I had them left over, of course. So I thought, I gotta just eat these tomatoes. Oh no, I'm my dad. Used to hate them. Less so now. I think they're quite tasty. Am I gonna go back and get that honey? No. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm gonna leave it there. Just out in the open. Extras, that was me. That was me when I was younger. And then I realized, like, oh, it's actually fine. Same sort of deal with coleslaw, honestly. A younger version of me will, I pick up that coleslaw and throw it on the floor. I hate it. You kidding me? It's vile. Have I tried it? No. But it is. And then when I had some, and I go, oh no, I like it. Why would you ever send her up the tower? She has zero field of view. Just want to make sure there's not any like hidden encounters over here. It would not be the first time I was exploring this entire island, trying to find where the last ship piece was, and like, oh, I just needed to explore one tile in that direction? More the fool me. Let's just collect it. It's right there. Apparently I'm out for blood today. I don't like centipedes. I'm also pretty sure that there's something this game demos from New Horizons is stuff just breaks. Like, I'm relatively confident there is very little shelf life on the tools that you build, which is fine. It adds a layer of urgency. I just struggle to think of a game where, like, item degradation is ever a good thing. Arguably Minecraft. But not even then. I've also gone that way with a lot of foods, to be fair, Rixtrus. Like, to begin with, I was the fussiest eater. Make no mistake. And now, very few things that I will not eat. Mostly stuff that looks like it was when it was alive. Like I mentioned to you yesterday, I'm not keen on prawn, because it looks like that. similar sort of deal with like crab and lobster. That's what it looks like. Whereas, you know, battered fish. Eee. What do you know? I took an elephant with me on that team. That's what my winning team is. Golly. Do I have one of those coming up? I don't. We'll get to why. I'm curious. Where's the button? Is it this one? Yeah, that's the button. Alright. I'm curious to eat that sort of stuff. I had kangaroo once. Is it a kangaroo or ostrich? I forget. Something from Australia. Because they brought it over and they did like free burgers in town. It was on the news. And I had it and then they were like, haha! It was not beef burgers, it was kangaroo burgers, Koba! And I'm like, alright, cool. What do I want to build? I don't know. So this is part of the game where, oh, you remember when Animal Crossing took place on a drum? Good times. So this is the board game as I have built it. This is what my town looks like. You've got people's houses. And you've got little bits like this. These are the features around the town. And if you land on these tiles... Hang on. If you land on, like, these tiles, the event you get is related to this coffee shop. Or the little, like, coffee area. And if you land on these tiles, it's related to the campsite. And so on and so on. It's a cool feature. Madborn. Anyway, sorry, Lloyd. My good and bestest and deepest cool chum. I'm gonna ignore you now. Do you have, like, eyes? Oh, he does! Like, it's real hard to see, but he's got little pupils, and I thought Gyro's just had the big oval eyes, and... Ooh. No thanks. Well, yeah, there you go, Rick. Just, things I desire to eat in South Africa. Cake, ostrich. Let's make it happen. Alright, Desert Island Escape. What was that? That was before. That was number 4. Look, there's my second winningest team. Right, beginner, level 5. Where were you on my last run? We have Bonbon. Sleepy. I don't like the sounds of that. But what I do like is Strong and Fearless on Opal. It's super overpowered. How will I spend today? Dislikes needless moving, able to preserve strength by sleeping, can move much farther after sleeping. Okay. That's fine. So that's going to be, I don't know, 3 turns now or 7 turns tomorrow. You couldn't just reach up and get that one? Your ears are clipping through it. Fine. It was pretty cool at the time, because I'm just like, hey, free burger, and it was new food. But in retrospect, that's not cool. Like, there's an ad campaign for something or other that's like, ha! We actually served you the vegan option. Get hype! But, like, I feel there is something morally wrong about, like, deceptively serving somebody incorrect food. Oh, just watch. Just watch now. There's gonna be nothing where I can use Opal's power. Should have used her in that last map. Tell you what. I might go back and do that last map with this team and show you what's what. Wonderful. Yeah, so I feel like in that instance, it would be nicer to go, here's, you know, this meat is horse. Would you like to try? No. Or yes. Depends what the answer is. I feel it's not nice and it's deceptive to go, here is delicious food. Ahaha. I don't think I do either. Oh, come on! Thank you. I don't think I do either. Thinking on it. But, like, I can see why people would. Horses are such noble creatures. It does you no good to harm them. The deep cut. I like that. I can make two kinds of tool. I feel like that's gonna be with, I have indeed, Rixtrus. There was a point when I was younger, my parents, we went on a day trip somewhere, and they were like, oh man, did you want to try the horse riding? And in my mind, it's like Black Beauty, right? Or the Grand National. No. I was sitting on a horse, being slowly led in a circle. And I went... Ardent Slacker, welcome on in. I'm showing off the best part of Amiibo Festival, which is categorically not the Amiibo Festival. No, it wasn't a donkey show like a Blackpool. It was probably some farm somewhere that had horses, and because it's like a family affair. Go, you want to ride the horses? And I thought, yes, I did. But actually, no. It's fine. Meanwhile, Tiny Child did go on the donkey ride on her birthday at Blackpool, and oh, she's loving it. Do I have medicine? I do. Leroy Jenkins! I am aware of it contextually from Jim Cornette, because he uses the phrase Tijuana Donkey Show as the worst kind of television imaginable, and I can imagine what it is. I choose not to. Well, there you go. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Right, here's what we're gonna do, everybody. We're gonna go this way. So, because we are brave and fearless, we can just fight this thing. We don't need a slingshot, although clearly such thing would have helped. Good job, Opal. What shall we do? Heal! Because we have found medicine, we can fix up Opal. Well, there you go, Empirical Woodland. I know exactly what that is now, and, yes. Exposed for not word knowing on stream. How embarrassing. I'm going somewhere with this. Log! It's big and heavy and wood. Let's just admire this scene. This man is exactly the kind of person who'd be in this situation. He's got his little fishing hat. He's got his flannel vest on. And he's like, yeah, there's fish here. Let's get him. Let's get him. Get him, fish boys! Rex Dressano, just the fellow. It's Log! Something I appreciate with this game is that it shows you the odds before you roll. Right, Opal's turn. Opal's thing. Looks like it's time for some rock crushing. Opal ignores mountains. In fact, Opal moves through mountains and essentially just ignores the puzzle part of this puzzle game. There are certain levels on whatever the highest difficulty is, probably hard, where you kind of have to know where you're going ahead of time, unless you bring someone... You slept yesterday, so you should have some energy today. 7 turns. And then I fall in a pit. I'm so glad I wasted a turn. I didn't waste a turn. Is this a story I want to tell on stream? No, it's not. I'll tell you that off stream. Don't worry about it. It's mad funny. We'll get to it. I think with centipedes, the thing I don't like is the same thing that I don't like with, like, mice and rats and hamsters, where they have... Oh, and spiders as well. They have a very particular movement, and they look like they're putting their feet very deliberately, and get out of my house. I don't want you in my house. This is why I tend to bring cats on these missions. First of all, because cats are great. Also, because cats will catch fish. There's none of this 50-50 malarkey. Like now. I feel like having the energy for having slept, that should just be like an instant escape. So, I don't need to worry about food. I have 3 days worth of food left, and there are 3 days left before the map ends. So we're good to go. And I'm so glad they took pitfall seeds out of Animal Crossing. They didn't. They put them back in. You can craft them in New Horizons. But why would you want to? Aside from that one animation where you vault over a river into a pit. It's log! Additional wood. I didn't need to do this. I've just chosen to do it because it worked out so well for me last time. She never learns. You never learn, do you, Opal? You did that, not me. So, because we don't have any medicine to heal up Opal, she misses her next turn. And it doesn't tell you this until a little later on. Let's explore. Because I reckon log, nope, sail, is either going to be there or that one over there on the right. I notice Opal has woken up enough to... Is she wearing Punchy's shirt? Chat, do we literally ship it? She is! Alright then. I guess. This is where this sort of thing comes from, where people find weird little things in their vidya and ascribe meaning to them. That was not a good run. That's fine. Like, oh yeah, Punchy and Opal, my OTP. I'm so good at paying attention to what I'm doing. Right, number 6. Oh, beginner 6. This is the point where I kind of stopped playing the game. as you can see, but like, look, there's a lot fewer teams as we go through. Beginner 6. This map looks hideous, and I don't think my team is a very good one. Oh, you have the same name in English and Japanese. That was a Japanese card. Her name is Mint. Minto. And now you know. No reason. That's a rotten space to have put him. Alright. Clyde's turn. Ah, that's not what I thought that character would do. Alright. Can move many spaces in one day. Handy for exploring new areas, but pays no attention to surroundings. What if I do send you up the tower? Ah. Well, that's useful, I guess. That's very useful. Oh, because she's a squirrel, she can cook. This! I didn't want to push that button. But I did. Given that we only need 5 servings to make a ration, that's fine. Bangle is a lone wolf. I'm pretty sure she's a tiger. A Bengal tiger. Do you get it? Prefers solo activity even when it comes to camping. Focused on finding raft materials and food. Won't rely on tools or medicines. Huh? Stone? No thanks. Oh, she's full of delicious persimmon. Well, squirrels are known for storing food. There are forests that are grown by squirrels burying nuts and forgetting where they've done that, so they just grow. Oh! Okay! So Bangle's not gonna join us in the tent. So wherever she gets up to, that's where she stays for the night. Alright then. She's outside! Because she was on the same tile, she was hanging outside the window. I wonder if the game's gonna keep doing that. I'm curious to see what happens if I send Bangle over to deal with that. But I don't want to. So thinking about it, Rixtrus, you're right. I would have made it so that the hamster characters were chefs, because hamsters are known for storing food. Like, because they got big cheekers, so... But then I'm not sure what I would have the squirrels do in this game. Maybe have it so that they could see whatever is in tree spaces? I don't know. Right, so what do you do? Whoa, it's a beehive! Oh, it's just the standard thing. Alright. String? No thanks. And then I can't camp there because there's something on that tile. Okay. Let's just eat and sleep. And yeah, Bangle's not outside because she's on a different tile now. That is a pretty neat touch, I think. So it also means that I can do that. And I can pick up all the stuff that Bangle doesn't want. Chat. We have her castaways. Puns. Clyde, I feel, is me. In this game, I feel inordinately clumsy. And sure, why wouldn't he just stare at his feet the whole time and blunder headfirst into the floor? It's a snake. Those odds aren't much better. Well, if you'd stick with the team, guess what? We could look after you. I feel bad for that one time when Bangle was just hanging outside. Like, I'm sure we invited her in and everything, but she's like, no. I'm gonna stay outside and be a lone wolf. Playing by my own rules. Not even my own. For God's sake, Clyde! Clyde, special ability, Pitfall Patrol. Finds every single one with his feet. That's clever, actually, because we're good at running. We can run away way better than we can fight. It's a pretty cool touch that it doesn't actually show you what the thing is until you're dealing with that event. Because, like, yeah, if we are just obsessed with staring at our feet, that's all we're going to look at. Yes, let's go here. Oh, so wait a sec. Bangle is eating our food. We're specific. Mint cooked a nice meal for her, and Bangle decided, I don't want none of that. Go away. So, these tiles over here, you can get to those with flying or swimming characters. And I imagine there's nothing of interest there. Because what if I didn't bring one? I ran so far away, I climbed a tree. Chat. Chat. Mangoes in a supermarket, right? Yes, actually. I remember very specifically, there was April Fool's Day one year where they replaced the Badger mushroom animation. And I may have convinced myself that I'm just making part of it up. I'm gonna have to go through that snake if I want to get to that tile. So I'm gonna cook. Yeah, so they replaced it. The first one, there was zombie virus. That's the one that people backed up. The one that I remember was robot mushroom. And then at the very end, it said, it's a sine wave. Nobody seems to remember this. And nobody's backed it up. This sounds like the ravings of a mad person. As do most things I say, I feel. However, I saw it. It was done Craftwork style. I wish I had backed it up. And then Flash died, and never again have had we here. Hot damn! Thank you, Clyde. You ran that all the way back. Oh, I noticed Bangle wants to join us on our raft. Miss Lone Wolf. Rickstress, it sure does. Did you see that graphical glitch? I sure did. My Wii U can't count. It's fine. Not a good showing. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that island looked like a snake because it was full of snakes. That's why we're talking about that one animation. Reminder to everyone, there is still, hey, go redeem a villager if you want a villager to show up. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep cycling through my little book down here. And do number 7 with Isabella, excuse me, because that last character is not a Ru. They're not even the ones that are hard to tell the difference with in Katakana. Don't worry about it. All the villages are pre-named. This is the pre-update version of the game. This game's never been updated, by the way. How should I explore today? Dig a tunnel? Digs tunnels in the ground and moves freely. Detects adjacent pits. May fail to reach distant dig destinations. Huh. Alright. So yeah, this game came out before the Welcome Amiibo update. So there are a collection of villages that don't exist. Wolf, Link, and Ganon aren't in this game. Epona, Medley, Callie and Marie, crane's neck to look at the amiibo cabinets. I think that's all the special Nintendo ones. Inkwell. Inkwell's not in this game either. Neither are the Hello Kitty characters. That was a really rotten start. That was essentially just waste your opening turn. Essentially, if you look up the list of amiibo cards, it's every card up to 301. 300. 301. Every card up to 301 is available, I believe. Hang on, let me check. No, every card up to 400 is available. How about that? Because Margie's like 380 something. All of our guys are coordinated in black and white. Hell yeah! We've got the Death Metal Mouse, we've got the Scar Horse, and we've got the Emo Dog. What a cool team. We are absolutely winning this. Oh, okay. So I can just... I have fast travel. I gotcha. So because I've gone up the tower, I can dig, like, over here, I guess. Because I've just seen over there. And I know that that's a pitfall, so don't go there. Comma, Clyde. Oh, that's who else isn't in the game. Feline. The Monster Hunter character. I got some Monster Hunter amiibos. And, yeah, there's a feline character. And one of the things you get for your house from him is one of those giant cartoon, meat on a bone. And it's just there in the corner. I mean, I'm not gonna get hurt. Oh, the honey is ruined, and the bees buzzed away. You silly Hans, you ruined breakfast. But you found the log, so that's fine. So yeah, you can tell this game didn't sell particularly well because it's still 1.0. It not even a stability patch. Nothing has come out for this game ever. And I mentioned this in my first ever stream. I know of exactly 2 people who have bought this game. And the first one is my mum, who bought it for me. And the second one is local and streamer friend Lord Canty, who also bought it for me. So, yes. What a rotten tile. I mean, that's fine. Cherry is scouted ahead, so we know that we can all go over here and grab these guys. Also, Rixris, to your point, not only are all of the villages named, all of the villages have names in multiple languages. The ones that come to mind are Isabelle, because I've used her for multiple like family pub quiz questions. So in Japan, she's called Shizue because she's a Shih Tzu. We call her Isabelle. She is alternatively around Europe. What is she called in Europe? She's like Card 1 or something. Where is she? It's something like Carmen, Kanea, Fufi. I forget what the last one is. But yeah, she has a lot of names. And same deal with the villages. So I have Cherry in my team, who throughout Europe is called Bella, Anna, Luna, and Amarena. I know that it's written here on the card. Roscoe is called Jolly in whatever language that is. I don't know. E-Figs is wild. Nobody on my team likes those. So that seems like it's kind of digging seems like a useless skill. As if there's like a 50-50 chance that it just doesn't work. No, thank you. Bella, I don't know her name in the other, because her card is Japanese, which only has the name written in katakana. Nice. That's gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to get through it in order to proceed. Wait, what? I thought you could identify food. Maybe it's just food she doesn't like. I don't know. So I have a card of a character whose name I cannot pronounce. I believe it's Pekoe. That's how I pronounce it. P-E-K-O-E. And I got it from a store in Sendai, Japan. Because they had a big wall of all the trading cards, like baseball and amiibo cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that. What do you reckon? It's that one? And like that one. And I'm going to need a slingshot to get to that far one, I reckon. There you go. Let's build one of them. And I asked the guy at the shop, I asked for his help, and I said, in Japanese, essentially babbled, like I do in English. And I said, hey, can I have Pekoe, please? Wait, no, in English it's Pekoe. In Japanese it's Jasmine. Can I have Jasmine, please? And then the guy just pointed at the card and went, that? And I went, that. Haha! You're not gonna trick me, game. Although I am now completely stuck because I gotta get through one of these rotten tiles. Alright, let's go. I'm proud of myself for trying, okay? I appreciate I have now told 2 stories in this very stream where I have attempted to speak Japanese and not quite gotten there. I should like to give myself points for trying. Nice. I kind of have to stay here, don't I? Because I need to explore those last 2 tiles, so let's see what they are. Oh, there you go. All right. I may have sort of leant down to check my folder. Lady Mappy, hello. I'm having a great time. Alternatively, Isabel around Europe is Melinda, Marie, Kanea, and Fufi. And, yeah, Shizue, Japanese. I'm not getting over that. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling tired. I never like it when my friends aren't doing well. What are you? You're gonna be an ambush, aren't you? Pretty much. This is for people like me going, ho 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 ho, I bet the final piece is over there. And then Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival goes, yeah, you thought. But like in Animalese. It's not all bad. Speaking Japanese, it's not all bad. I got by on my own. I was able to go around Japan with my dad, and we had a good time. I forgot I built that. Of course I built that. I thought I had to fight one of these to get to the end. Oh well. Right, so where am I going? Is it you? The first time I went, there was the mobile bread van, and I got a discount because I spoke in Japanese, and I used my proper counting words and everything, and it was great. Why couldn't you have said that before, Cherry? Get a couple extra points by doing that, and there you go. Something this game does really, really well is subtly escalating the difficulty. Like, that first level, walk in the park, there's essentially nothing there to stop anyone from being able to do that level. This one, a bit more challenging. I've mentioned it in passing, but ignore that. Let's ignore that. Some of the later levels kind of require a bit of foreknowledge, and they're not just walk in and do. That was you, so that's you. Right, who's next on our list? let's find who's next on our list. And some of the later levels require you to like think about what you're doing and plan what you're doing. And oh god, I've just seen who's on this team. Truffles. Eugene. You see that question mark next to his movement tile? Yeah. And Annalisa. This... Two greedy villagers and a whimsical one. What could possibly go wrong? It's gonna be fine. You can tell because I'm pitching my voice up. Eugene is whimsical. May explore a lot or not at all, depending on his mood. Unpredictable, very strong, very capable when motivated. How many tiles is he going to move today? Surprisingly some. Okay. I'm used to like the 50-50-90 rule, where the game's like, where am I gonna move today? Bloody nowhere! And Eugene just doesn't do anything. Cenarians are such whimsical creatures. That line about horses being noble creatures, Rickstress, that's from the Lord of the Rings, the game. Oh, this is going to suck. Where, I don't think it's Shadowfax, but like, towards the beginning of the game, there is a horse, and if you attack it, the game pops up in like a dialogue prompt that says, "Horses are noble creatures. It does you no good to hurt them," and it just tells you off. I mean, honestly, same. I'm with Eugene. Do I want to do everything or nothing today? I don't know. But, like... not in a turn-based movement system. I think I'm just gonna take it easy today. It's not like there's a timer hanging over our heads, Eugene. Don't worry about it. Who puts a pitfall on a beach? I mean, really? Pitfalls exist in the grass, thanks. Or in the sand. Sure, why the hell not? Nobody's moving anywhere today. Fine. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm speechless. I have no words. I can't even be mad at anyone for choosing him. Because I... That was the card that I drew. Excuse me. Oh yeah, so Animal Crossing, New Horizons, they introduced this whole mechanic where you can eat the food, and a super elaborate cooking mechanic. And then, like, you don't need to eat. There are perks to eating. You dig up trees, for example, or smash rocks instead of smacking your shovel against them. But there's no, like, stamina mechanic or anything like that. You just... consume fruit. Annalisa, you literally just eat, Annalisa. Come on. Anteaters, man. I don't know. Mangoes and whatever. I feel like I'm always going to prioritize making slingshots in this game. Because, man, I'm going to need to fight away enemies way more than I'm going to need to grab food. At least in these early maps. Maybe tomorrow is the day we escape. Maybe tomorrow is the day Eugene moves. Good job. I see Stonehenge over there. We're probably going to go over there. And that there's going to be something in there. I can see it coming now. Especially if it is surrounded by mobs. Okay. I knew it! And then this is going to be here so you can't flank. Alright then. I wonder how much of that is because Eugene is good at fighting, and how much is because we have a slingshot. I don't know. Either way, I'm taking that bonus. I'm taking that log. Something I do appreciate with this game as well. I like that it's using a tracker instead of streamed audio. I didn't want to go there at all. I wanted to go over to the left. Whatever, got a stone. Reckon it's going to be in one of these. Or like this one. yeah, I like that it's on a tracker. So when you go into the level, or the event, or if you fall into the pit, it just drops out one of the channels. So it's like, oh no, tension. I'm also liking the fact that this is apparently using like the Mario Kart Double Dash sound font. I love Double Dash. It is, until 8 Deluxe, with the expansion pass, the best Mario Kart in my IMHO. I think we could do one more, and then we'll call it. Because I'm gonna go see my parents. Yeah, Sundays. Let's not invite Eugene back. I'm gonna have to freeze frame that and see what makes that bug out. It seems to be going from like 0% to having like a something in the tens column. I don't know. Not bad. Alrighty. Our last run for today is not that one. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Really, that's where we're going with that. Okay. Alright, Henry and Peanut and Cole. These are characters we have seen before, because they're special characters. Not they're not. They've got roles that we've seen before, because this is my 9th map, and there's only so many kinds of animal. But there's still a couple we're missing, so that's fine. Alright, Henry. Henry can swim. No two characters are not on fire. No, that's not how. It's everybody is different. That's the one. However, Rixtrus, you are quite correct. Everybody is special. Doesn't mean that everybody is useful. See previous. Eugene. Mate. What was that? This one I feel is a little more serious, because these characters are small characters. It looks like children playing. Slash, Cole is just incredibly confused. Didn't want to do that. That's fine. It's fine. I'll explore. I was going to say what's the worst that could happen. I was expecting this to be an encounter. That's fine. I feel like characters like this one who can rest and do something different the next day, I feel like the game is slanted against them because you have to roll the dice to... You have to, like, waste a turn, or skip a turn, I should say, to activate their quick movements. But also... No, I need a rock. I'm not going to make that. There is every possibility that the first thing you do on your next turn is to step into a pitfall, and now you've just lost 2. It's fine. I don't know if that is Henry, like, drying out on land, or if he just naturally has blotchy skin on the back of his head. That makes me uncomfortable. And yes, I know, frogs, they do be speckled, but... That's not even an accurate assessment. That was just some abstract sounds. Yeah, let's do that. And then hopefully Cole can get some cool stuff up here. Cole is very heavy-handed. Look at that fail state. Let's just leave. And no. Because I have a second stick, I might as well build myself a fishing rod. Just in case I happen to find some fish tiles, I can go and do that. Should have brought a cat. I feel the same is true of most situations. I should have brought a cat. Why would I do that? Because the odds are in my favor, and I won. Clearly demonstrating that I should just get into fistfights with centipedes all the time. Hey, speaking of which... I think that is just Henry's character design. He just has a blotchy back of the head because he's just dipped himself in the water and he's still not fine. What? Because that counts as 2 tiles worth. I was going to say, why can't I go to the palm tree? Because that would count as 2 tiles worth of movement. something I was going to comment on. You can kind of see it now the game has zoomed in a little bit. And I reckon if I cut to this screen, you can see it a little more. Look, the grass is textured so that it looks like stuffed toys. I think that's super cool. And it makes sense for Animal Crossing, where, like, sure, it's just a world essentially populated by stuffed toys. Let's go here. And let's make, because I have the ability to do so now. Slingshot! There are later levels where it is essentially required that you build one in order to beat the level. Or just do what I did and cheat. Who said that? Not me. You're hearing things, chat. Crazy. This is an interesting situation. Like, genuinely, you're better off fighting. Not by much, but you're better off fighting. Did I misread that as snail? Yes. Same deal. Fight is better than flight. Fight and flight theory ignores option 3, freeze. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm gonna regret that because I've got no food left. Don't need it. Alright, let's see how we did, and then we'll go find somebody to raid. I'm gonna go share my cookies with my parents, and in turn, their workplace. Yeah, I think it's because they didn't program it with leading zeros. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Why would we need to program this 3-digit counter that starts at 0 with leading zeros? Oh, no. Small indie company Nintendo didn't know what they were doing. It's fine, don't worry about it. That was Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I'm going to keep coming back to this. By the way, my intention is to play through every one of those maps, but maybe alternate it. So it's Overwatch next Saturday, and then back to this, and then, yeah. Do check out the Discord. There is... I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Get hyped for this! Look, it's me! But also, the cult music. Yeah. What was I talking about? Discord. Go check the Discord. There's the schedule up for next week. I'm going to play a game that oh, Patch! You are just in time to be too late. I'm so sorry. We're wrapping up. I'm just enjoying dead content. None of these things exist anymore. But check out the VOD. It will be up on YouTube. Unless we're on YouTube, in which case, hello the future! I hope everything is chrome. There's going to be a giveaway on Friday. I have 4 Steam keys to give away. Mika and the Witch's Mountain, the game I will be playing, and a couple of other games by the same developers. So if you want those for free, show up and buy a ticket, and you get in the draw. Yeah. Otherwise, just chill out and come and hang out next week. I'm on earlies. It's a full schedule. 5 streams, 5 games. Maybe 6 if we finish early and I'm feeling spicy. I don't know. Let's go raid someone. Who are we gonna go raid? Let's go raid Detective Heartache, who is playing Cult of the Lamb, which is like Animal Crossing, but like a cult. So Animal Crossing. There you go. I know I'm not on my ending screen. I'm enjoying this weird synthwave. Yeah. Do come back next week for all that stuff I just said. And until next time, goodbye!